Hi there, Loy Machedo, speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo? Think Personal Branding. Okay, on Facebook, we tend to see many, many videos or images or news that is shared. Um, in one of these, as I was scrolling, I saw this feed that came, and it said something in the lines of let me go exactly there. I'll go there right now, and I'll tell you what exactly it says. Okay, I'm clicking the link. Make sure the volume is down. Okay, here it says, young lad kisses bartender. It's from the Lad Bible. Okay, so and it says here, the young lad will certainly remember his first kiss with a laughing emoji. So here you have this small boy, I think is maybe 11 years old or something, 7 or 11 years old. So he goes to this bartender and asks for, I think, orange juice. And the boy, looking at this female who's beautiful, she asks for a juice. I don't know what is she. I think she pours vodka for her juice, not for him. And the boy is very happy. He sees this beautiful woman. It's in Portugal, and they both have a cheers, and they both drink. Okay. And so he drinks a shot. Then, as she's going, this lady asks, "Okay, how about giving a kiss?" And she shows her cheek. The boy comes and he grabs the female, and instead of giving her a kiss on the cheek, he smooches her. Okay, smooches her, and he's very happy. The lady is very happy. Okay. Now, many people felt it was, hey, very funny. It's a bit of a laugh. Everyone, where's your sense of humor? Ha ha ha. But here is where I posted my comment, where I said, imagine if the roles were reversed. Imagine if the bartender was not a lady. Imagine if the bartender was a guy. Think a man. And imagine that instead of that small boy, it was a girl. She goes there. And then after they finish the shots, the man says, how about giving me a kiss? He tells the girl. You see where I'm getting at? You see where I'm getting at? And the small girl, 9 years old or 11 years, comes and he's about to give her a kiss he gives her a cheek, and she grabs and smooches him. Now, how many of us would find that acceptable? I I kind of understand why it is cool for a boy to kiss a girl. I understand. Don't think I'm dumb. Because we boys, when we're young, we always see girls hot and, when we're young. But it's not that small girls don't have those thoughts. I'm not saying all. And obviously, I wouldn't know what small children think. Everyone thinks differently. But here's the thing. For a child to want to kiss, it's pure innocence. Yes, sometimes it can be mischief. But for an adult to allow that, how appropriate is it? And I think the argument goes, is it okay for women to get a pass where women can... No, that lady didn't smooch the boy grabbed her, and she was aware what is going on. That's why she still allowed it. But are we okay if a female does it? Are we okay if a man does it? Like sometimes we see these news articles where a teacher, she's in her 30s or 40s, and we have these young boys who are 15 or 16, they end up having an affair, and obviously men, they're like, oh, I wish I had a teacher like this. I wish, and yes, sometimes I have put a comment like, oh, where were those teachers in my time? Such a hot, sexy teacher. But then when you reverse the roles and have a girl with a male teacher who's 30 or 40 years old, and the girl who is like 15, we would automatically say, oh, she's underage. Oh, this guy is a pedophile. So here's my question to you. Where do we draw the line? Where do we say that, no, we should have a fair policy for both men and women? Or is it because it's a boy, he can do that and get away with it, but a girl can't do that? Small, okay? Or is it like women can kiss and smooch small children out of love? Love, huh? I didn't say sexually. And men can't do that. I mean, how do we resolve this? I'm genuinely asking you, okay? This is not me trying to instigate. I seriously am wondering, how do we get a solution to this? What Okay, then what about a woman kissing a small girl who is a girl? Is that okay? I mean, what about a boy kissing a man? Or do we have a standard rule that adults should not kiss small children? Then the question of, what if a child accidentally does that? Is it funny? Now, here, the mother, obviously, the mother must have been filming. She must have allowed the child. And the bartender, under her supervision, all was fine. So maybe the parents didn't have an issue. So nobody should have an issue. Fine. It's their child. They don't have an issue. Why should we have an issue? Okay. But then, would they react the same way if it was a girl and the bartender was a guy? I can assure you this much. If the roles were reversed, they would not be okay with this. That much I can assure you. Now, I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon and say, see, we men are being treated unfair. For me personally, a man, grown ass man, should not touch anyone else's child. Your child, within the boundaries, you do what you want, as long as you're not harming the child. But someone else's child, no. A man. Now, obviously, you'll ask me, what about women? I think women and men should operate with the same laws, the same rules. You cannot have, man should not do this, but a woman can do. No, it should be the same. That is why for my daughter, man or woman, just know. I'll give you a small incident that happened. My daughter was coming with me when sometimes I go shopping. And we went to this place and we just ordered something. And, yeah, people know me around and all that. So there was this small little toffee, chocolates. So, my daughter jumps with joy when she was seeing the toffee and all that. And she asked for one. I saw, but obviously, I don't want to just take without asking. So I asked that person. It's normally the ones you give complimentary. So the owner of the establishment, he took this bowl of chocolates, toffees, and offered it to my daughter. My daughter was very happy. So he said, come, give me a kiss. He said, give me a kiss. Now, he didn't do it out of any intention. He did it because he must have seen this like a daughter. And obviously, his culture is different, his background is different, his religion is different. So for him, he felt it was very normal to say that because he's a Westerner. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean that I am very narrow minded, but at the same time, I, as a father, I prefer uh, my daughter not kissing or showing affection, even hugging another man or another woman. I just don't want. I don't want her kissing anybody. But obviously, I was caught off guard now. I can't embarrass this man in front of everyone and say, not on the cheek. Obviously, if he tried something else, I would have stopped. But this was just a very harmless thing, and he did it out of the best of intentions. Okay. So obviously, my daughter didn't know. She kissed. Okay. So I didn't feel very good about it. When we came home, I informed my wife, say, listen, this is what happened. Teach the baby she should not do this from henceforth. Okay. So obviously, and I also, from now on, made it a point, if there's any chocolate or sweet, I would take it if there was complimentary, and I would give it, not somebody else. And now, obviously, you'll also ask me, what if a lady did? I just don't want my daughter kissing any adult, male or female. I don't care. Okay. So now, my question goes to you. What are your rules where your children are concerned? Is it okay or not okay? I'm pretty sure most of you will say not okay. But then, what about relatives? Your uncle, your aunts? What if there's a so-called elder brother and elder sister? And I'll tell you, I have, for those of you who follow my channel, know that I was sexually molested, okay, and raped when I was young. And I've even known incidents, because I get many clients and people opening up to me, where brother has done that to sister, cousin has done that to, their cousin, uncles have done to this thing, even aunts have done to the young ones. So I've seen all this. Even fathers doing it to daughters, and in some cases mothers, and you read some of these, and I've heard enough and more in my lifetime. So what do we do? For me personally, the rule is very simple. Children, adults, absolutely no, no. It's, and even children, you can't leave them unsupervised, because you do not know what one child has experienced and gone through, and what he's curious to try out. Because sometimes if the upbringing is bad, they'll just feel this is just harmless. They know that they are doing something not so right. Obviously, that's why they don't do it openly. But you know how it is. So this is what I wanted to share, and I personally didn't feel this was very appropriate. I didn't look at it as light humor or fun. Just as in USA, you have these small kids dressing up as drag queen, or dressing up sexually, or having these beauty contests, beauty pageant where they dress up sexy and they put on. I don't think this is funny. I don't think this is entertainment, and I don't think this should be allowed. So that's just me. Okay. And I would tell you this, that it's not because I have a daughter. I think my stance would be the same, And it was the same even before I think I even got married. So anyway, let me know what are your thoughts. Maybe because my upbringing is simple conservative culture, maybe because I've been bought and raised in an Indian Catholic conservative culture. Maybe I'm like this. Maybe if I was open-minded, like a Westerner, like I actually have seen Westerners. Don't take it the wrong way. I know Westerner is a blanket statement, but a foreigner, let's say from the West, I've seen these girls. I think it was 9 or something, and she was not wearing even the top. She was just wearing this thing. I felt it very inappropriate. She was, I think, 5 or 6. I think, I don't know how the father didn't allow that. And in some cases, you see the girls having done their hair, gone to a beauty parlor, and wearing really sexy kind of outfits, which are not appropriate for children. I find that very disturbing. I find that really, really very disturbing. In a day and age where you have really sick-minded individuals, it's not appropriate. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think? And put your comments below. Like I said, this is genuinely me asking your opinion on the matter. Having said that, good, bad, ugly, put your comments. This is me signing off. You guys take care.